You have probably seen them. Short, 30-second quizzes promising to decode your entire romantic life by dropping you into a neat 4-letter bucket. There is a massive sense of relief when you finally find a word that explains why your last breakup imploded, or why a delayed text message sends your heart rate spiking. But here's the catch with diagnosing yourself from a glowing screen. Knowing you are avoidant does absolutely nothing to cure the avoidant behavior itself. The label explains the anxiety, but it doesn't resolve it. What happens next is a psychological trap called identity fixation. Instead of treating these behaviors as temporary responses to stress, people begin wearing their trauma adaptations like permanent personality traits or even astrological signs. When you treat a temporary emotional reflex as an immutable law of who you are, you box yourself in. You actively block the possibility of real psychological healing. Attachment functions as a learned behavioral pattern embedded deep within the nervous system. This pattern is a biological adaptation, mental software built in childhood with limited emotional resources. That programming had one job: to guarantee survival in your early environment. And it did, even if those reflexes feel dysfunctional today. This biological defense mechanism functioned exactly as intended, a successful adaptation to your specific early environment. Your nervous system did the absolute best it could with what it had. Real human beings are far too messy to fit cleanly into 4 rigid internet buckets. The clinical reality is that most of us are an overlapping mix of different attachment styles. Here is the reality that breaks those rigid online categories. Your attachment style can shift drastically depending on the person sitting across from you. You might display anxious behaviors, but look closely. If paired with an unpredictable partner, your nervous system is reacting to an unsteady signal. Pair that exact same person with a consistent partner, and those anxious spikes vanish, replaced by secure stability. Your immediate reaction operates as a real-time diagnostic of the relationship dynamic you are currently standing in, rather than a permanent defect in your character. Finding a diagnostic label is highly useful as a starting point. It gives you a vocabulary for what you are feeling, but it is a terrible destination to park your identity. Neural pathways are not set in stone. The brain remains plastic, capable of reorganizing itself even in adulthood. This inherent neuroplasticity means your nervous system has the biological permission to update the software it learned as a child. Rewiring your nervous system doesn't happen by scrolling through symptoms on a screen. The healing happens in the slow, ongoing practice of actually building secure relationships. That practice requires a safe space, which is exactly what professional therapy provides. It is an environment specifically designed to support the work of secure relating. For those in Georgia ready to do that work, Coping and Healing Counseling offers a culturally competent team of over 15 licensed therapists, serving all 159 counties. They work with most major insurance plans and offer a $0 copay for Medicaid. Their platform is 100% telehealth and HIPAA compliant, making it highly accessible whether you need individual, couples, team, or family therapy. Stepping away from internet self-diagnoses to pursue professional clinical insight allows you to stop being stuck in your past. It is how you finally rewrite your relationship software.